Keeping venomous reptiles is an unforgiving hobby, requiring proper training and lots of experience. One simple mistake can be the difference between life and death. Remember, the most venomous snake in the world is the one that just bit you. There are no venomous snakes with training wheels. Just because you see viperkeeper handle snakes a certain way does not mean you should try it too.
Okay, it's time to clean the Crotalus terrificus, known as the Cascabel. No-nonsense snake. You get bit by this snake and you can very nearly bite the farm. My friend Jim Harrison was just accidentally bitten by one that he was extracting from when the tube he had it safely, he thought he had it safely secured in, just disintegrated, releasing the rattlesnake, and it bit him. Jim, on the way to the hospital, stopped breathing. Fortunately, they ran into the ambulance, and they were able to keep him going till he got to the hospital and received Antivenin. The classic neurotoxin crotamine is highly concentrated in their venom, along with another unpleasant surprise. It's called a myotoxin, which breaks down muscle, and the byproducts from that breakdown clog your kidneys and put you into renal failure. So it's sort of a double whammy snake. I don't have antivenin for this snake, so soon either I will acquire some soon, or the snake will be going off to Jim at the Kentucky Reptile Zoo, because you know, I prefer to play it safe. It's nice to have all these animals, but there's certain animals that if you don't have serum for on hand, you just shouldn't keep them. That's my opinion, and it's called playing it sort of safe. So she right now, when the door opens, is always expecting food, and we'll use two hooks on her, because I don't think she's going to really want to come out of her cage. I'll use my Georgia Herb Supply custom viperkeeper signature hook, and my other Georgia Herb Supply hook as the second hook. Hi, I know I'm visiting with you and I'm actually touching you, which is something I don't often do. Huh? Oh, you know something not so fun is up, huh? I know. Well, come on. Come on. Come on. I'll treat you with some food later. Come on. Yeah. Well, now we're really pissed. Okay. One reason that I really resist dressing up cages and stuff, although the animal does have to have something to hide behind, it makes it very difficult removing said animal with such nice hiding areas, because they tangle themselves around it or disappear behind it, and that was this case. Yes, I removed your hiding spot. So come on. Come on. No reason to be upset and excited. You know, I don't want to, this is not a snake that I, you know, like Bothrops. You really hesitate in tailing, and you want to use two hooks with, because you don't want her to come around. Now, I don't have to worry about a lot of these animals trying to escape because
they don't want to leave.
They don't want to leave their little houses. They feel very safe and secure. And you have to remember that said rattlesnake has very, very good pits for heat sensation. Come on. Oh, you didn't like that, huh? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This is... Now you're going to go to the other side, huh? Okay. Safely done. It took more, time, and you had to play with her a little bit, but you really, really want to work that animal very safely because it's one of the no-joke snakes in the house. They're responsible for a serious number of bites in their native Brazil and South America. I don't know their exact range off the top of my head, but they're very potent little critters and very beautiful also, but definitely don't want to bite from one. As you can see, I'm working in the Cascabel's cage, which is right above our friend Elvis, and he's sort of going ape, and because I'm outside his window, and he thinks, basically flailing about on the window and whacking it is a good thing to get my attention. Yes, I know Elvis is there, but I don't want him whacking his face on the glass, so whenever I'm working with a hyperactive snake nearby, I generally like to cover the front of their cage with a towel, because then they can't see motion and respond to it. Yes, he can feel me scraping and doing stuff above him, but he's less. It's less likely that he still pounds on the glass, but I would never put anything past Elvis. He demands attention a lot of times, and a lot of times I give in and I just let him out in the room just to sort of appease him. And yes, he does need a bigger cage, and Lori and I have been thinking and on how to remedy that without having to send Elvis off to a new home that has larger facilities. There's a cage that I saw. It's actually a big bird cage with the bars close enough together where there's no way he could squeeze through it, and it's like 8 by 5 feet wide by about 7 feet tall or something like that. Enough room for a big branch in there, hide box, big water thing to sort of soak his ass in, secure. The problem is it's about $1,700 or so. That's the first challenge. The second challenge is where the hell do I put it? Lori and I, in this particular house, give up a lot of square footage to the snakes and stuff, and there's just no place to house a cage of that size unless we basically move the office into the living room and turn the office into another snake room. And then that cage would practically take up the entire snake room. So it's called between a rock and a hard place sort of deal. So Elvis is down there trying to remain calm, and as soon as I get done with some cleaning and some watering, we'll move on to feeding. And since tomorrow's a holiday, after he's been fed and a little bit less challenging, I'll probably let him out for a roam. But, you know, I do things a certain way. Some things, you know, make Mrs. Viperkeeper cringe and stuff. I know I push the envelope sometimes, but I know the risk, and I know the animal, even though animals are unpredictable. That's the way we do things here. We try to do things in a way that's best for the animal, and you know, doesn't necessarily put us in too much danger. And you know, most of the time these snakes like small quarters where they can just snuggle down and hide, like the bins. But some snakes really require space, and Elvis is one of those snakes that requires space. So we're going to have to come to a decision somewhere down the road on what to do with Mr. Elvis.
You hear the rattle going.
The cage is refurbished and ready to go. So we're going to put her back. I'm not even going to put my fingers near there. Hi, what are you doing? You're okay. Come on. I know.
That is an awesome rattle.
Here you go. No, not this way.
Well, I want everyone to see me.
That's some booty, huh? Come on, but I want you to go this way. There you go.
What a beautiful snake.
Not to damage her nice rattle.
Yes, having grown up in the Southwest, I'm very partial to the rattlesnakes.
Yeah, I know.
Doesn't matter where they come from. And she is beautiful.
Yep. She's a gorgeous snake.
Hi.
Since the FDA approved Bioclone in the United States, I'm going to have to invest in some Bioclone stocks here, because it would cover a lot of species that I have. Although because it went through the FDA money pit, the per vial cost has at least, the last time I checked, increased tenfold. But for a few local friends in the area, we're going to start our own little private antivenin bank, I think. And we'll keep the serum here. And people within a 2-hour drive radius can probably participate. We will not cover the cost of CroFab.
No, gee, I wonder why.
So if you get bit and the doctor wants to give you CroFab, you're on your own. But since Bioclone has been FDA approved, there will be less objection if you show up with the vials of Bioclone. Here's one of my favorite rattlesnakes, and look at Elvis. He's like, oh please, can I have that? Okay, stand back. Let me, I'll put that down for Elvis and let his little nose work. Oh no, he's like, where is it? Elvis uses, he uses his eyes more than his tongue and sense of smell, but okay. I promise, Miss Crotalus, I do have something for you. You know, Elvis got 2 of those large rats. I'm trying to, you know, not feed him too much so he gets obese, but he likes to eat, that's for sure. Now, back to Miss Cascabel, Crotalus terrificus, one of my all-time favorite rattlesnakes.
They are beautiful.
But you really have to be careful because, you know, if you get nailed by her and you don't have antivenin, you know, your life is really at risk. Do you want that? Okay, you do. You know, these aren't all that hot because, you know, I'm not really going to feed them to, you know, I don't have a whole lot of pit vipers.
Oh, you mean the mouse or the rat isn't
yeah,
hot?
the rat's temperature is hot. Otherwise, she would have, you know, gone across and whacked it. But any rate, I don't have serum for her, and therefore, you know, I really am careful around her. Because I don't want to take a bite from her at all, because not only does she have the most potent neurotoxin in the rattlesnake world, save the canebrake maybe in South Georgia, northern Florida, but she has a very nasty, oh thanks for that, she has a very potent myotoxin which breaks down your muscles. The myoglobin that's released from your damaged muscles clog your kidneys and put you into renal failure. So, very bad customer. Okay, what I want to show you is this interesting phenomena that happens with boomslangs in captivity, and that is the fact that they change color. Really not a whole lot you can do about it, but you know, I know if I hook and tail him, okay, I got him. Yes, I know, relax. You know, I tried to do this as easy for you as possible, but you decided to make it not so easy. Here, relax, tire out. Come on, you're okay. I haven't eaten you yet in weeks. Anyway, he started off this green, and you can see he's turning black. I don't want to restrain him. I don't want to pin his head so he can see him, but this happens to boomslangs in captivity. That's right. Just settle down. Relax. Relax. You're not getting hurt. No climbing the hook. That's against all the viperkeeper rules. Climbing hooks are just not allowed. Just relax. You haven't been killed, squished, or eaten yet. Just relax. You're a tree snake. Just relax. See, he's turning black on top, and you know, as he's going to shed, his color's going to get darker, and this happens to boomslangs in captivity. No one can figure out why, but this truly does happen. It's really bizarre. I watched another one of my green boomslangs get all sorts of freckles and speckles and then totally turn black. Now, I think he's actually working on a shed or has a stuck eye cap, but I'm not going there with this guy, folks, because this is the chemical His venom is the chemical equivalent of catching Ebola. You just sort of melt into this mushy puddle of blood and body fluids, and that's the end of you. And since Boomslang venom is tough to get, South African vaccine producers charge. This is their charge. If I wanted to buy one vial, it would cost me $5,000 US. And you would probably need 2 to 3 vials to counteract the bite. Now, God help you if, the hospitals get a hold of it and charge you for it, because it'll be $80,000 a vial. Now, Mrs. Viperkeeper, I am going to gently move him to this side, and if you can just sort of replace his hut there to the back. Go ahead, you're good. You're good. I'll warn you if something bad happens. Just place it in the back.
It's in the
you're
back.
Good. You're clear.
Yep.
Okay. I got him. He's got the that thing. Whoa. Now, folks, I'm partially not able to do shit because of my back, so that's why I'm trying to sit down. But at any rate, I wanted you folks to see that because it happens, and I have the foggiest idea. I mean, he's been hiding in the hut 99% of the time. He probably comes out at night. He's eating really well. He's eating, mice that I leave in there for him. He's too skittish and also too dangerous to hand feed or tongue feed. So, why is he turning that color? I don't know, but we're going to give him a little bit of fresh water. So, Mrs. Viperkeeper, you step back a little bit more.
Oh, yeah.
And we're going to raise the humidity in his cage. We're going to push this back in the back corner. Come on. No. Get back. Go on. Go on. There you go. Be a good boomslang. So at any rate, that's just cool things that you don't normally get to see. And here, I said to Lori, I said, holy shit. Oops, sorry, folks. My boomslang is turning black again.
This is a rare treat, actually, seeing him out and about like this.
All right. Well, the lights are going to go off here as soon as we leave the room, so he'll settle down. I don't want to stress him, but I really wanted you folks to see that because that's something you don't normally see. Okay?